Get with the program in a place called Connecticut. You're with Deborah K. Levi. Good afternoon. We're on August 22nd, 2017, and there's just so much on the internet now about protecting your eyes during a solar eclipse like we had yesterday, August 21st, 2017. Today's the 22nd. I'm seeing a little bit of this news now today about people who looked at the eclipse, and you know, people are getting a little crazy and posting things that are not true on YouTube and making fun of, you know, the whole entire situation due to the solar eclipse in eyes. Well, prepare to protect, because it is true. It's very true. And if you do your studies, you will know that you are not supposed to look at the sun, let alone an eclipse. It's just common sense, gang. I mean, the hydrogen and atoms that get crushed make up this nuclear fusion, which is the sun. The sun is 93 million miles away, and the energy that it has and the power to do what it does, it ends up at times to be 3.5 million degrees. Now, if the sun could make your skin turn brown, if the sun could make plants grow, this is for kids that are listening. Why would you want to take a chance and look at the sun, especially during an eclipse? So prepare to protect, and let's listen to this man who had a very bad experience, and here he is.
Tonight, we're hearing a powerful warning. A Portland man watched a solar eclipse back in 1963 and went partially blind in one eye. Tonight, he wants you to know the warnings about damaging your eyesight during the eclipse. Those warnings, he says, are no joke.
Fox 12's Kelsey Watts is live tonight at OMSI with his story. Kelsey?
Well, listen, Pete, back then, the path of totality, as it's called, did not come through Oregon, so it wasn't quite the show like we're expecting on Monday, but it was still enough to do permanent damage.
Right over here. I can take you almost to the exact same spot.
It was on this very field at Marshall High School back in 1963 when Louis Tomasowski turned his eyes to the sky.
Well, the science teacher said there's a solar eclipse.
He was just 16 years old and came outside to watch it. Back then, nobody was talking about safety glasses, so he took it all in with the naked eye. He closed his left and kept his right eye open.
Well, 20 seconds probably. That's all it took. I'm glad I didn't go 40 seconds. It would have even been worse.
He doesn't remember exactly when he realized there was a problem, but those few seconds burned a hole in his retina, leaving him with a sizable blind spot he's had ever since.
Every time we go to a eye doctor now for an exam, they look, after they dilate your eyes and look in there, the first thing they say is, you looked at a solar eclipse sometime in your life.
Some damage occurs pretty quickly, but a lot of damage can take hours to days to really come to bear.
Dr. Brandon Lujan at OHSU's Casey Eye Institute says the same damage can be done on any other day if you stare at the sun. But with the eclipse, even when the visible light is reduced by the moon, UV and infrared rays can still do damage.
And unfortunately, there's not a treatment for it, so once that damage is done, you kind of just have to wait, and hopefully things improve and your body can heal some, but a lot of the damage can be permanent.
It's a lesson Louis Tomasowski wishes he knew back in 1963.
Who knew I'd be coming back to the same spot all these years later?
With Monday's total solar eclipse on the horizon, he wants you to remember, even a quick look at the sun with the naked eye just isn't worth it.
A quick look, like we did in 1963, and I'm 71, almost 71 now, that quick look cost us. And it could have cost us a lot more.